What is up, everyone? So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video today. 2 months ago, I made a video talking about how I make about 2,500 spirit orbs each month. But this time I really want to talk about how I discipline myself and manage these orbs properly. And I hope, anyone who watches this video takes this advice to heart. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because even if you make about like 2,500 spirit orbs a month, but then you're just YOLOing it on random bait banners just for the sake of summoning in order to get the dopamine hit, or you basically summon because you have a gambling addiction or some shit like that, I think this video will probably help you. And this video applies not just to Bleach Spirit flows, but also maybe some financial advice as well. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would say I'm pretty conservative with the way I spend my money. Like, I won't spend it if I think it's worth it. So it's like, it's following a similar mindset in this game as well. So anyways, jumping into the video, the first question you have to ask yourself is, do you like the character, essentially? So basically, only summon if you like the character. And so the first question you need to ask yourself whenever you summon a banner is whether or not you like the character in the banner. And for example, one of my favorite characters in the show is Ichimaru because of his whole betrayal scene with Aizen. That was probably one of the craziest anime betrayals of all time, and it kind of really flipped a lot of people's perspective and perception on him when they first saw that. And so this scene happened in episode 307, which basically came out in 2011, so 14 years ago. But I still think it's one of the coolest scenes in anime history. And I think the reason for his betrayal felt natural, and the build up to that point made sense. Because at that point, honestly, at that point, Aizen was kind of betraying everyone, the Soul Society, the Spadas. So it was actually interesting to see a character pull the Uno reverse card onto him. And unfortunately, Ichimaru was not the main character, but he did, have one of the coolest scenes in the entire show. And he obviously had a lot of screen time as well in Soul Society arc, and also the end of the episode bloopers as well. So yeah, that's the reason why I really like Ichimaru. I am not really a fan of his seasonal characters though. I think his canon versions, and my favorite version of him is probably either Spirits Are Forever With You, Ichimaru, or the first battle one, where he's a NAD character essentially, where it's basically a Zanbato extends. I believe that one came out in 2022, so that's still probably my favorite version of him. I hope that character gets a remake or something. I don't know, and they turn him to an SB unit. That would be pretty sick. But anyways, the next question you have to ask yourself is if you will play the character. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that you should only summon if you play the character. That's the second point. Second question you got to ask yourself. So a character I really enjoy playing is the Grammy that came out last year for, was it the 9th anniversary? I think he has a really, really cool kit. I like his animations, and I like the whole EX move. I think characters who have EX moves are more fun to play because they have an extra skill you can use. But also, I think his animations are really crisp. I also really like his the first version that came out, the Mine version that came out in like 2020. Yeah, that came out in 2020. I like that version as well. So I think that's like one of my one of my big standards for, but one of my standards for summoning on a character is whether I like that character or not. Not just that, but also like whether I like playing the character. So yeah, and another character I really like playing is Soshiro, the Thousand Year Flow version. That first came out, the original one, the power one. I think that one is really fun to play. I really like how his because I think when he first came out, his strong attacks had like this crazy recharge time where he could just spam his all of his strong attacks all at once or something like that, and then another strong attack his first strong attack would be up like immediately. So it was really nice having a character like that come out, because characters that could spam their abilities at that point weren't very common. Now for the third question you have to ask yourself before you summon on a banner is if the character is useful basically down the line. So this is mostly referring to Go Quests. So they've basically changed Go Quests up a couple of times where you could get about 150 orbs per week. So if you're able to clear something like Captain Week on Nightmare difficulty constantly, that week will come back in the future. So just being able to guarantee clear Go Quests every time, you can get about like 75 orbs for that wave, and essentially not wave, the phase. So 75 orbs for the phase and 150 orbs for the entire week if you clear both phases for that week. So that's a lot of orbs going online. That's like 150 orbs times 4. How much is that? 600 orbs per month, which is a shit ton. And if you're able to do that constantly, then it's obviously a huge plus. So I would view summoning for characters that are useful down the line kind of as like a long-term investment for a character that will pay itself back. And I know this sounds a little bit more on the financial end, but I'm not a financial advisor, but this stuff is something you definitely want to think about when you manage finances as well, not just for Bleach, Brief, Flow, Spirit Orbs, but also for finance as well. So I think those are basically my 2 cents when it comes to summoning on banners and disciplining yourself. These are the main 3 questions. And so to summarize, only summon if you like the character, and only summon if you will play the character, and only summon if you think the character will be useful down the line. So kind of think of it as an investment. So yeah, those are my 3 points that I wanted to bring up. So thanks everyone. If you've made it this far into the video, stay safe, stay healthy, like and subscribe, and peace out.